Peace. This is Watch for Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. And hoop heads, this week the NBA just passed their official list of inductees going into the 2025 Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. And amongst those names, we had one that has been a subject of debate for like the past 5-6 years or so. And that is none other than Carmelo Anthony. Some feel that Carmelo Anthony should not be a Hall of Famer because he has no rings. He's never won a championship in the NBA level. And others feel like he's been quite accomplished and he should, in fact, be a part of the Naismith Hall of Fame. Where do I stand on this? I think absolutely, without a doubt, Carmelo Anthony is a Hall of Famer. I mean, you see the orange. You see where I went. You already see where I went with it. Like, repping for the Orange Men, my man Carmelo Anthony. I'm proud and happy that the guard got in. First and foremost, when we have to understand this. The Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame, is not an NBA. It's not an NBA enshrinement. It's a basketball collective that goes from, it includes collegiate play, it includes overseas basketball, Olympic basketball, NBA basketball. It's not just about the NBA. And when you look at the totality of who gets enshrined, college, international players, Olympic, and NBA, when you look at that, Carmelo Anthony has been successful in multiple levels now. First, we start with the historical run that he had in Syracuse as the Orange Men, leading the Orange Men to a national championship as a rookie. You know how crazy that is? That's legendary. No, you cannot name more than a handful of guys that have taken, as a rookie, be the best player on a team and lead a team to a national championship. You know how hard it is to win the NCAA championship? That man did it as a rookie, led his team as a rookie. That's unheard of. Only guy that you know that I could say off the top of the head that led his team as a rookie, not one of the best players, but the best player on his team as a freshman and won a championship, was the greatest player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the only player that I know that I can say off the top of my head had near the dominance that Carmelo had during that historical run with Syracuse. Then, when he gets to the league, you're talking about a guy that's a 10-time NBA All-Star. He's a 6-time All-NBA player. All-NBA gives you 3 teams. They select 5 players to each team. So you're talking about he was one of the best 15 players in the entire NBA. 6 years. You had 10-time All-Star. Scoring championship. Carmelo Anthony was a scoring leader. Scored the most points in a single season. You also got to look at the fact that Carmelo Anthony, this is a crazy stat, since the year 2000, Carmelo Anthony still to this day, even having not played a single NBA game in the past 2-3 years, he still holds the record for the most game-winning shots or go-ahead shots in the NBA since the year 2000, and he's third place all time. Third all time in most game winners or go-ahead buckets in NBA history. That's incredible. I mean, when you look at all of these accomplishments, also the fact that he was voted in as one of the 75 greatest players in NBA history, when you put all of that together, that is a Hall of Fame career. 3-time Olympic gold medalist. 3 times he won the Olympic gold medal. Again, that's a feature that not too many can say they've done. Not too many. There's people that have 1 or 2, but to have 3 Olympic gold medals, that puts him in a place that was rare. It's rare air. He's in a place where not too many been in. And not only that, but he should have also been Rookie of the Year. That should be another accolade that he doesn't have that should have been his. He should have been Rookie of the Year because when you look at that rookie campaign that Carmelo Anthony had, his numbers were in some categories better than LeBron James. And you got to understand that at that point, the NBA was already looking for who's going to be the next star, who's going to be the next face of the NBA. Because the NBA, what they do better than any sport is market their superstar, their marquee talents. Their marquee talents become household names, global names, international stars, because the NBA has followed that David Stern motto that you sell the players, not just the team, you sell the players. So you had Magic and Bird at one point. After Magic and Bird, Michael Jordan became the person that the NBA promoted and pushed and made a big star. And after Michael Jordan, they were looking for the next guy, and they found him in a small town in Akron, Ohio. They knew this is the guy, and they started pushing him. But at the same time, there was another dude right there about to enter the league that was lighting up the nation, lighting it up, and that was Carmelo Anthony. And when they both came in, there's only 4 NBA players in NBA history that have been Rookie of the Month every single month of their rookie season. Only 4 people have ever done that. David Robinson, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, and yes, Carmelo Anthony. So Carmelo Anthony should have been Rookie of the Year. If they were able to do co-Rookie of the Years with Jason Kidd and Grant Hill back in 95, I don't know why they didn't do that back in 03-04 when you had Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James that were just both scorching, lighting the league on fire, man. And Carmelo Anthony, if you want to go delve deeper into it, he did it in a harder conference. And he brought his team to the playoffs as a rookie. So those are things that you got to look at and say Carmelo Anthony should have gotten the Rookie of the Year, but that's neither here nor there. Congratulations to Carmelo Anthony, and it's been a historic run. It was great to see him in a Knicks uniform. In fact, they called me Carmelo at one of my jobs. They called me Carmelo because I used to go hard for Carmelo Anthony, man. I used to defend him. I was rooting for him. Was happy that we finally got a superstar, one of the best players in the league, wearing a Knicks jersey, and that was during the time of Carmelo in that era. So, once again, peace to the God, Carmelo Anthony. Congratulations, and we have to wait till September to see the enshrinement, see him go to the podium, and take in that moment. That should be dope. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.